Welcome to this introduction and demonstration of how to use Practical Law. To navigate to Practical Law, start from the library homepage. You can access the database by choosing the shortcut eResources A to Z list, selecting the appropriate letter from the alphabet, and accessing Practical Law this way. Alternatively, you can follow the same instructions using the Finding Resources page of the library website. The other option is to navigate to your subject guide. I've selected Law from the drop-down menu and press Go. Navigate to the Databases and Journal Articles list and access Practical Law from here. Sometimes Practical Law may sign you in automatically. On this occasion, I've not been signed in automatically. Go to Sign in the top right corner. Select Access through Academic Institution. Search for the name of Staffordshire University. And I have now successfully been logged in. It's important to note that Practical Law and the Westlaw database are related systems, which means using the arrow next to the Practical Law logo can have you toggle between Westlaw and Practical Law systems. First, let's focus on navigating around the home page. The history page shows my recent searches that I've carried out on the system and recent documents, which are documents that I've clicked into. The folders option allows you to organise your research. So, for example, you may want to create a folder per assignment. The homepage also shows different practice areas that are covered by this database. There is a drop-down menu on the search bar at the top of the page, and you can use this to pick a particular practice area and filter your results. Alternatively, you can choose from the options shown on the homepage. The information icon on the search page shows you the search terms and connectors that you can use on both Practical Law and Westlaw. These are the advanced search options that allow you to make more complex and efficient searches. And it's really important that you pay attention to these terms and how they affect your search results in order to garner worthwhile research results. To give an example about how we might use these search terms and connectors, I'm going to search for a phrase of witness statements. Using the quotation marks means that the word witness and statement need to appear together in order to be returned in my results. I'm going to use the P and / symbol in order to search for terms within the same paragraph. And I'm also going to look for the term withdraw, but I'm also going to use an exclamation mark because that will search for both withdraw, withdrawal, and withdrew, as well as any other terms that I've not thought of. You can change the amount of information that appears with your results. At the moment, I'm using the More Detail option. However, using the Most Detail option will fill out more information for each resource. And as you can see, my keywords have been highlighted in each item, showing how often those keywords have appeared in the resource. The Detail Level menu is a sticky option, which means, depending on your choice, it will appear as the same option the next time you use Practical Law, so you don't need to change it each time you use it. Let's have a look inside a resource. We can use the menu on the side to skip ahead to different sections of this resource. We've also got options on the right-hand side to email this resource to others, which will be useful for group work, for example. Download and print, however bear in mind that copyright restrictions may apply. Save to a folder. Add annotations. Hide annotations. Copy a link for this. Expand the view to make the resource larger on our screen. And to create an alert for similar items. This may not necessarily be useful at this point in your studies. However, it will be a useful feature if you do go on to practice law after university. The related content option will show you similar items to the resource that we're using now. You'll see that throughout the document, important related items are hyperlinked away, so that you can go and have a look at those resources separately to this resource. You'll also notice that some keywords are highlighted, which will link to a glossary. This will help you to gain more confidence in the keywords that are used in the resource. At the end of the document, you'll see information about how it is being maintained and any significant changes that may have impacted the content on this resource. You can also use the keyword finder to search for particular keywords. And this will show you how often that keyword appears and allow you to skip ahead to when it is used. You can always return to the Practical Law homepage by clicking on the Practical Law logo in the top left corner. If we select a particular type of practice area, for example, employment, you'll notice that my search bar is now changed to only be searching in the employment law section. Practical Law will make suggestions of key areas within this area of practice that you may want to look at. Alternatively, we can use the search, or we can have a look at the resources section. The resources section will help you more with the practical elements of practicing law. So, for example, checklists is used to help prepare for practice around different scenarios that you may come across with regards to employment law. So, for example, we have here a flowchart about the procedure for statutory requests for flexible working. This document shows the process that you are meant to go through when trying to put this in place. Below the topics menu for each area, there will be a blog and featured items that have been highlighted by the Practical Law editors. The Legal Updates menu on the right-hand side is an RSS feed of relevant legal news, and the calendar will show key dates in employment law. You'll notice that one of the options available is Ask for each section. Unfortunately, students are not able to submit questions using Practical Law, though if you do go on to practice law in the future, this feature will likely be available in your employer's access. However, students can access the questions that other Practical Law users have submitted. Links away will likely be to legislation and key cases that are relevant here. Thank you for watching this video. If you would like more support with any library and academic skills resources, please contact the Library and Academic Skills team on academicskills@staffs.library.ac.uk. www.law.ac.uk.